The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Nicely weighted. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking for a runner. He's shifting through the gears here.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Yamal. Now it's Pele, and it's Bellingham. He's looking wide. The ball goes in.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
It's a pretty loose pass. Quarter of an hour played. Bellingham. He's in a great position here. Pele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Pele. Bellingham. Brilliantly cut out. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Messi's cross. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Thuram with the slide tackle there. And that was nowhere near his best.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Bellingham. That's good running with the ball. Pele! That is a brilliant interception. Gravenberch has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And Batistuta! Quality ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, shooting chance! Now he's going for goal! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Messi. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, well played. Pele. And the pass is intercepted. Knocks it into space. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Lizarazu. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Gravenberch has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Piqué is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Passes short and sharp. Look at the space here. Bellingham. Bellingham stood his ground strongly. Neymar. Neymar goes on a run down the left wing. He's making a real surge on the left. Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for options for movement.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That is good alertness. Makalele. Opts for safety. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's Makalele. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lizarazu pings it across.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Lizarazu is looking to influence the game from out wide. And no surprise, that's a booking. Makalele. And it's Gravenberg. It's a good spell of possession, this. And this is Pele. He slings it in. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. Barcelona have a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle, and a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Del Piero! Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Messi, looking for the run, and this is Neymar. Neymar, chance for a shot! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And here's Del Piero! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cross from Irwin.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
He's a sharp little ball here. Del Piero. Del Piero puts his foot on the gas. Your impression so far, Jim?
Barcelona are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Monterrey Bay clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that.
And the finish!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Bellingham. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Piqué kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lizarazu. Now it's Luis Suarez. Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. Del Piero has it out wide and in space. Hoisted in.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
14, Batistuta. Number 5, Messi. Number 21, Neymar. Number 9, Kaká. Coming on the
Yamal
field,
takes control of it and he's on the
97,
move.
Aubameyang.
Well, that
Number
defending
8,
is unapologetically persistent. It's
Number
almost
23,
personal, and it had to be.
Serge Gnabry. Number 7, Griezmann. Substitution in
And they're not going to
progress.
make any further progress now. That has been slung wide. Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Can he get it through?
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Suarez, steaming on goalwards. Shot, surely! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends.
And the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And that has been cleared. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Added time.
Kukçu, not the most accurate pass. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Griezmann with the foul. And that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Makaleli. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Aimed beyond the defence. He's on it, just the goalkeeper's a chance! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine... And we're done. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable.
And a quick
Your
reminder
reflections
today
then,
to
Jim.
please take
Barcelona
all the dustbins
desperately
located
failing
by
to
the entrance
impose
gate.
themselves on the
Thank you
game.
very much.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Kvaratskhelia! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Mbappe! And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Makalele picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot, surely! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. Celtic are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro makes the interception. Piqué. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Neymar, and here's Mbappe, Bellingham. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, good take in a good area. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Bellingham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That's really well manoeuvred. Del Piero puts his foot on the gas. He's got away.
You can never be short of runners into space.
A chance! Goal! Barcelona are back in business. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Mbappe. And he's gone direct here. And it's Bellingham. Can he finish? That's a sharp pass. Oh, super find. Schneider. Bellingham. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's a searching pass. And here's Kvaratskhelia. It's Schneider! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Lahm. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Lahm. Great vision. Del Piero. He's found a way through. Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Del Piero. Bellingham. Lahm. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Del Piero. Nice sequence of passes this. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Piqué promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Schneider. And this is Torres. He's had a shot! Big moment! Massive goal! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Celtic go into the lead. And that has left him in a heap. He's looking wide. And the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And it's Neymar. Needs to return pass. Makaleli. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 8.
It's the start of the second half.
El dorsal 20.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible. but without leaving yourself too open.
And the finish! Into the pieces! Oh, taken with style! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Driving forward. That's a little loose. It's a throw-in. Gravenberch. And here's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Del Piero.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Bellingham. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to...
Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Barcelona can make their change now with a break in play.
Neymar, el dorsal 19.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Hullet. Makaleli. Oh, he's ended up in no man's land. Pass is just off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Hullet. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. And it's made its way to him. He's gone for goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Platini really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Lam será sustituido por el dorsal 13. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Looking for a runner. That is good alertness. And he shoots!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Bonucci gets across to intercept that. Bellingham. Now he's got space here. Thuram. Now can they get it back? So what can they make of this? Ibrahimovic. Now it's Yamal. Oh, nice touch. And it's Hullet. Kvaratskhelia, a player who needs no introduction. Costa Curta. It's an inviting looking ball, that. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Great defending, strong and determined. Can he get on the end of this? And he's heaved it away. Nicked it back promptly. Rui Costa. Well, that's well seen too. Looking to play him in. Goes for a shot! No mistake! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He is through here. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. So nearly the perfect ball.
Celtic nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Hullet. Costa Curta gets a foot in and wins the ball. Nicely aimed pass. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Yildiz. And he's worked it through. Real chance here. Good claim. No margin for error there. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Out to the right. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. And that's that. Barcelona can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Barcelona didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's the perfect attacker, easily one of the fastest players around. And remember all that beautiful technical football that was done at speed, because he always had that pace in his game. And remember his aerial strength too. He was very, very...
And the finish! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He's delivered all right.
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised, because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Boca Juniors are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well read, nice interception. Makaleli. Out towards the flank. Del Piero. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Bale. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And that has left him in a heap. He's having a go! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And now he has two. Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That had too much on it. Del Piero. Gravenberg is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Lahm with the slide tackle there. Cannavaro. Bale is onto it in a flash. Well, that is one way to stop him. Lahm. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Makaleli. And it's Lahm. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Cannavaro. And he's gone direct here. And he's had it nicked away. Spread it left. Del Piero goes pulsing down that left-hand side. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ibrahimovic.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Lahm. Del Piero picks it up out wide. Rui Costa. Gullit. And this is Bale. Engages and forces him off the ball. Lahm. Makaleli. Gravenberg, who does have an assist to his name. Cannavaro. And it's Gullit. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gullit. Not the most accurate pass. Played towards the front line. Just eases him off the ball. Edmilson. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He's going for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Corner number 2 then. And it's a poor one. Well, what a waste that one is. Del Piero is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Pull it. Odo. That is good alertness. That has not gone well. And he's decided to go for it. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Boca Juniors are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Lam. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero going full tilt down the left.
Minutos de descuento.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played up towards the front line. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Gravenberg. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's had it taken off him. Ibrahimovic. Rooney. Brilliantly cut out. Knocks it into... Goes for a shot! Corner number 3 coming up. He gets big! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Gravenberg, and it's Gullit. And here's Yamal. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Can he spark a counter here? Otto puts his foot on the gas. He came in hard, very hard. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say?
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started.
Well, a quick look at this lineup, and Pavel Nedved jumps higher than the rest.
He'll be involved in more or less everything they try to do going forward.
Yeah, he has all the ingredients to serve up something delicious, and we can feast our eyes on a truly great competitor.
Piqué deals with that comfortably. Zanetti wins the duel this time.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bergomi. Figo. He's got away. Hangs it across. Thuram attempts a clearance. Backward it goes. Mbappe absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That's beautifully weighted. Ferdinand. Now it's Mbappe. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Makalele thinks about the shot.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Gravenberg. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Goes for a shot! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the man.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's following up. And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has... And a chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Lamine Yamal deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 2 then. Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Looking for a runner. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Van der Sar. That's a little off target. And it's Nedved. And here's Ibrahimovic. Spread out to the left. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Yamal could try cutting inside here. Now it's Yamal. Now there's a fine ball. And he's in on goal. Pele! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Bergomi. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, perfectly measured that. Stood up well to him there. Figo really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
That's a sharp pass. Barcelona finding their passes. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, that's fabulous. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's an imaginative pass. Yamal. Makaleli. And this is Pele. He is through here. Makaleli. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Can he spark a counter here? That looks a good ball through. He's found a way through. Plenty to aim at here. Quality ball
has been indicated.
Bellingham. Now it's Pele. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Searching pass he's played there. Pele. Oh no, this does not look good. And there is the half-time whistle. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
And now, to all
Neither
members of the
side
crowd,
holding back
I'd
here.
like
It
to
has
ask
been
you to
quite a
join me
half,
in
this.
wishing our
Yeah, they're ahead,
birthday
Peter,
boy
but
a
they can't
very
afford to get
special
too
birthday.
complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Ferdinand.
That gets things going for
Coming
the
on
second half.
field is number 2, Rijkaard. Substitution.
Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And it's Neymar.
That was
Neymar,
lovely, that.
He's found a way through. And the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Bergomi is there to clear. PK. Now that looks a decent ball. Figo is always looking to play quality balls. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Nedved. Distributed tidily. And here's Figo. And that's gone route 1. Gravenberg. Chance here to counter. Bergomi proves too strong, too smart. Figo. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Barcelona are down to 10 men. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Yamal is someone with real dynamite in his boots. He's in space and looking for options. Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neymar looking to run onto it.
The attendance for this
Rijkaard.
match was 52,044.
Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Rijkaard. Rijkaard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that pass isn't the best, and he's being shifted off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Substitution in progress.
Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Comes looking wide. Bergomi cuts out the pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Out of play for a throw. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is a brilliant interception. And here's Nedved. Short changes him with that pass. Gravenberg. It's a searching pass. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Barella crosses it in. And that's the keeper's ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Shot a goal! Oh, that's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And it's Nedved. Figo. Makaleli. Tries to pass it through. Neymar picks it up out wide.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now the cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious.
Oh, terrible pass. There's the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Great defending, strong and determined.
2 added minutes has been
Nedved.
indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Barella. A It's good running with the ball. Knocks it into space. And this is Neymar. He's free, he has... Oh, what a climb! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that will be the final act. Barcelona proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. No other club feels like Boca, no ground like the Bombonera. Feel it, see it, hear it. This is what the game means to this legion of followers. And that gets things running. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity and consistency.
And he's running through. And he plays one through. Tele is the guilty party there. Oh, what a mistake! Makaleli. Del Piero. And it's Gullit. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Pele. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Yamal. Gullit. Vitinha. And here's Del Piero. It's come through and he's had a quick look and tries a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Boca Juniors are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro makes the interception. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's there to make the challenge. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And this is Puskás. Del Piero. Now it's Del Piero. No, that's been intercepted. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Makaleli is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Cruyff. Zico. This is Zico. And the shot! Goal! Boca Juniors! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open...
Decent chance! Zico! Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Boca Juniors are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Puskás. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Succumbs to the pressure. It's a searching pass. Cannavaro. Yamal. And he's in on goal. Barcelona have their second corner now. Bullets! Now, and again! And that was very necessary. Tries to play it through. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Bullet. And it's Del Piero. Here's Vitinha.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's away! Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Pele. Bullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played backwards here. Yamal. Tries to pass it through. That is lovely. And it's Vitinha. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So a chance here. What can they make of it?
Well, we're looking at somewhere in the region of 25 to 30 yards. That won't intimidate this guy.
That was travelling. Now it's Del Piero. He's had it taken off him. And here's Mbappe. And there's the end of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's had a shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Se está realizando un cambio.
So here comes the substitution. A case now of complete control. Cannavaro. Platini. Pele. Neymar. And it's Makalele. Pele. Now it's Neymar. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Gravenberg. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And here's Platini. Now it's Neymar. Skims one in. And another try! Well, there's the clearance. And it's Michel Platini. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's beaten the last man! I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his
La
tracks.
cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de
Pele
44.785.
powering forward here. And can he finish? Maldini getting this one clear. Makaleli. Pele. Now it's Vieira. And he shoots! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Barcelona have their third corner. Big header! And somehow he kept it out. Nice looking ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele. It's a threat. And the shot! It's in! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Vieira demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So is this the start of a comeback? Ambitious ball here. Vieira. Puskás. And it's Seedorf. Lovely, now then. Chance, surely! It's a goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Boca Juniors blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Neymar. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Puskás. Pele. Puskás. There's the shot! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Neymar, he's picked his way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vieira gets a foot in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's the throw. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Señoras y señores, nos enorgullece informarles que los programas del día de hoy están disponibles en los puestos al lado de las zonas de acceso del estadio.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. We have already started here.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Passing is crisp and sharp. He has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's a shade optimistic. Gravenberg. Now it's Gravenberg. He's shifting through the gears here. Yamal receives it in a great chance! Goal! Barcelona! A landmark moment for a player of grand significance. His 50th goal. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Del Piero, looking for options for movement. Face to face with the keeper. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Quarter of an hour played. Ronaldinho. Thuram does well to get it back. Yamal. Barcelona are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Searching pass he's played there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's in on goal. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Just wouldn't stay down for him. Costa Curta. Cruyff is onto it in a flash. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Gravenberg is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Looking for the run. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Yamal. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's come to nothing. Gravenberg. That's a cute ball. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Gravenberg. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Pirlo. Pressing high and with purpose. Lahm wins the duel this time. Good ball, good take. Makalele defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Del Piero.
Oh, really well played.
Shapes to shoot! They've scored! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, that's delightful. Sweat. Barella! And there is the half-time whistle. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona ahead 2-0 and they are looking good. There's the start of the second half. Makalele. And it's Lahm. Great vision. He's through here. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Rijkaard. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's made its way to him. And this is Ronaldinho. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he get it through? Pirlo receives it in a wide position. Piqué getting this one clear. Roberto Carlos. Out of play for a goal kick. That could spell trouble. And the shot! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Lamine Yamal clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now, can they get him away? Now, he's got space here. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Played through into space. Lahm calmly anticipates. Barella.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, well played, well played. Can he get on the end of this? No, it's Del Piero. And here's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ronaldinho. Now it's Yamal. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, no joy this time. Piqué. Yamal might just make this. Now it's Cruyff. That has ended up in no man's land. Gravenberg. Makaleli. Lahm. Now it's Barella. Played into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Roberto Carlos. Nice interception, well timed. Gravenberg. Pirlo! Just too high.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
So,
dorsal
time for
22.
changes on
El
both
dorsal
sides,
7,
actually.
Pirlo. El dorsal 13. Puyol. El dorsal 20. Ronaldinho. El dorsal 18. Serán sustituidos por...
Now it's
el
Rui
dorsal
Costa.
26.
And it's Lahm.
Ibrahimovic.
Adams gets
El
a foot
dorsal
in here.
5. El dorsal 4. El dorsal 11. Neymar.
That looks a decent
El
ball.
dorsal 10.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's being shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Thuram cuts out the pass. It's played through for him. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! And they are right back within touch! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is this the start of a comeback? Romario. Good read, needed to be. Danger averted for now. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. It's Neymar! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Ambitious ball here. That's a dangerous ball. Oh, this looks sharp. That has not gone well. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's found a way through. Tries a shot! No mistake! Deep, deep into injury time! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way.
And that's it. Barcelona can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Barcelona.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Collar is onto it in a flash. Barella. Lahm. Decent progress down the left. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Otto trying to keep this in. Well, they've got it again. And a chance! Cleared without complication. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Gravenberch. Knocks it into space. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Cannavaro cuts it out. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Gattuso. Now it's Neymar. Now this could be a chance. Ball comes in. Khan claims it without any fuss. Chance here to counter. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. He's got away. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Thuram. He's having a go. It's anyone's ball now. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now, can they get him away? That is good alertness. Griezmann. And here's the chance to counter. Park Ji-sung has it in a wide position. And this is Roberto Baggio. Park Ji-sung in towards the back. He's got tall. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Barella can so cleverly bypass the press. Neymar. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Griezmann is wide and looking to get onto this. Strong running down that left flank. And here's Mbappe. Barella puts his foot on the gas and reclaimed it in a trice. Now who's going to be first to this? Rijkaard. And Baggio. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yamal picks it up out wide. It is a corner. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Good read, needed to be. And he's quick to get it clear again. Could be danger here. He's shifting through the gears here. Roberto Baggio.
Bullet really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, that was vital. Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here, he had to go backwards.
Park Ji-sung. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lahm. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Spread out to the left.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bullet. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitutions taking place.
That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Chance for a shot! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
After 48 minutes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it.
Vianney! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Gravenberg, and the counter is on. Ukraine appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been through.
Decent chance! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Substitution for Ukraine. Jan Koller.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Baggio. Number 17, Riker. Number 8, Griezmann. Number 4, Park Ji-sung.
It's a good ball out wide.
Coming on the field.
Well,
Number
there is a
6,
look that says it all.
Bebeto.
A piercing stare.
Number 20,
His teammates are really
Ribery.
annoyed with that, you know, and
Number
they have every right to be.
Xabi Alonso. Number 18,
Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Serginho. Substitution.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Pass somewhat off target. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. That's good running with the ball. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played. Gravenberg. Barcelona finding their passes. No, that's been intercepted. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Platini. Gravenberg. Now it's Bebeto. Cannavaro was in no mood for any of that. Looking for a runner. Dink through. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Cruyff absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Hullet. And it's Hullet. So what can they make of this? He's in plenty of space here. Cruyff with a beautifully timed run. And here's Hullet. He's found... And Hullet! Now, who's going to be first to this? Ribéry. And it's Ribéry. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's a key interception.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Ukraine looking to pass their way through. Serginho. There's the...
Has been indicated.
No, not the best of headers. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Hullet. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Ribéry. And that's it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Vieri claiming the Man of the Match award,
And now,
and
I'd
there
just
is
like to
very
read
little
out our
room for
fan club
argument.
members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
El Barcelona y el Olympique de Lyon.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. So there's Massimo Odo, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday, and that was really impressive.
I remember a lot of those performances really well. Lyon finding their passes. Luis Suarez! Barella. And it's Vitinha. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's gone for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Lyon with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar with the short one. That is good strength. Corner number 2 then. Oh, smashing header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
No, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Played back in. That is ended up in no man's land. And that is a little undercooked. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative.
It's Neymar! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's Odo. Odo wins the duel this time. Decent chance! Goal! Lyon! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Odo couldn't squeeze it through, and he's on his way! Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That's very neat. And this is Neymar, and he's certainly onside here. Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Cannavaro.
Barcelona really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond them.
Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Yamal, Mbappe, and the shot! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal.
Goes for a shot! And he was alert to it. Yamal.
3 minutos de descuento.
And Makaleli. Lam. And this is Del Piero. He has found the way through. Davids. Oh, easy pickings there. Barella. Barella can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's half-time here.
Barcelona are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
El dorsal 19.
That gets things going for the second half.
El dorsal 10.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Platini. Now it's Mbappe. Lyon needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That is good alertness. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Mbappe.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And it's Nakata. Kante receives it in a good position here. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And this is Lewis, and he shoots! It's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Lyon get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Tries a shot! Davids. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Platini. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 17, el dorsal 7 serán sustituidos
Otto
por
attempts a
el
clearance.
dorsal 20, el dorsal 24. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Now Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Makaleli. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Makaleli. Vieri. Vieri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Mbappe. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Hazard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Lookman. Short changes him with that pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Vieri. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And this is Vieri. Barcelona have reclaimed it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Hazard. Lookman. And here's Neymar. Hazard. Well, that's an excellent interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Probing pass. Neatly clipped into space. He's got away. Nakata. Oh, that pass has been well intercepted. Rijkaard, and he's there to make the challenge. It's gone for a throw-in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 24 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 23, el dorsal 22. Cambio de jugadores.
Pullet could try cutting inside here. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Vitinha. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when...